All right, so I'm back, and today we're going to take another look at another one of the Make Toys Yellow Giant figures, and this is Mixer. So here he is in his truck mode. As you can see, he rolls just fine. He's got his gun plugged into the side, and he's got the same thing as Scrapper. He's got the arm bit, which we can't use for this too much. You can, however, open these up, and these can be handles for the individual bots. And you can take the screwdrivers that come with long haul and plug it in, and it could be like a jackhammer. We'll show that off later, but you can do that if you wanted to. But yeah, nice little Mixer truck. I definitely like it a lot better than the new Hasbro one, which is just hilarious looking. Wheels roll fine. It's molded in yellow plastic here, and then it's got yellow paint here. It does definitely kind of throw it off a little bit, but at the same time, this is the mixing barrel as opposed to the rest of the truck. So I would imagine it being used more, and I would imagine it looking different, so I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. And of course I got the G2 logos sitting right there. But yeah, not much else to go over in the truck mode, so we'll go ahead and transform it. Start by flipping this section here up, then split the legs. You can rotate this down. Come on, there we go. Split the legs. And then you can take this piece here, and this will rotate up like so. And then you fold this out. And then the foot will come down. And then this piece will come back up like that. And then you can fold this up like armor. Flip out the heel spur, and you're done. That's one leg. Same thing over here. So we want to put the foot down, take this assembly here, that rotates down, rotate up, this comes down, and just like that, and then fold down the heel spur. Just like that. So the legs look like this. On the inside it's all one straight piece. On the outside it looks like kind of stylized, bent look. Then you want to take the hands here, and these will untab like so. And then this assembly will come out and around. Out and around. Flip this down. Flip this down. You want to get in here and rotate the head around. Just like so. It gets a little caught up there, because there is really no clearance. Looks like he's got some yellowish gold eyes going on. Odd choice for Decepticons. I always think they need red eyes. Alright, and then you can take his gun here and just take it, plug it into his arm, and you are good to go. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. I still really do like him. He hits all the G1 Qs still, without it being 2G1. He's got the little like a Neo update without it being 2 Neo, if that makes sense. He's got these two buttons here and here that you can push in, and that will extend the waist. A little bit. Yeah, there you go. It's more for bot mode, but you can do it, or it's more for combined mode, but you can do it here too if you want. Don't know why you'd want to, but you can. It's an option. There you go. Head, like I said, it's really kind of stuck in there. So basically, you get a little left, a little bit of right. tiny bit down. You can flip this down. He's got the little missile pods. And it's cool because it's got this little slot right there that you can kind of see his eyes through. So it's kind of like a visor. So that's kind of cool. I do like that. Shoulders are on pins here in the chest, so he rotates up and down. There's also a pin here to go in and out, and then it goes into a ball joint. So it's a great range of motion on these arms here, or at least the shoulder part. There is a bicep swivel. Then a hinged elbow. Then a ball joint at the elbow, so you get the full range of motion at the elbow. Hands do nothing. It's very unfortunate because it almost looks like there's a swivel in there, just the way it's kind of cut. So it's unfortunate there. Waist is on a ball joint, so he gets a ab crunch, waist swivel, all that little side to side. Pretty good range of motion there. Hips are on ball joints. As you can see, they're a little loose, but not too bad. Thigh swivel. Bends at the knee. Again, really good bend at the knee. Foot is on a ball joint going into it sideways, so you get a little bit of a rocker. And then you get the full ankle tilt. Looks a little hollow in here, just the way everything was designed, but it's not terrible. All in all, I think he aged very well, and I do still really like this guy. So I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10. I think he's pretty solid. I wish they could have done the legs a little bit better, but at the same time, I'm okay with it. I think he looks great. A great update for the character that he is, and just all around a good figure. I do enjoy him, and if you're into the Mixmaster, he's a good figure to have by himself. So for size comparisons, here he is with a MP car. As you see, he's a little bit bigger than the other one. This was one of the gripes I had about Make Toys figures, is because they're all different sizes. He's almost the size of an MP car, so he almost be what I would say is an MP scale, but not quite, but pretty close. But he's more appropriate with Chug still. So here he is with the Seeker. As you can see, he's a lot bigger than the Seeker. And here he is with Power Glide. So again, it works. It's not perfect. I think larger Chug would be the best place for this one. And here is the Classics Prime. And as you can see, he's definitely Voyager scale, because with his top section, he's taller than Prime. Without the top section, you can see he is, I'd say, about half a head shorter than Optimus. So yeah, there is that. Alright, now let's take a look at his rivals here. Here he is with the TFC one, who I still absolutely hate. I really wish they would have used the same combiner port, so then you could have used him instead of him, because I cannot stand this thing at all. Just at all. So there those two is, and the TFC guys, they're all relatively the same size in bot mode. He's bigger than they are, and it definitely shows here. You could kind of work these legs, I guess, if you wanted to, like try and bend this back like this, and then you can kind of work it that way if you wanted to. So you're not supposed to do it this way, but if you did, that does shorten him up a bit. Let me grab Prime here so we can do this again. Now he's a full head shorter. I'm gonna keep it like that. That's where he should be, I think. Otherwise, he's way too tall. But anyway, so yeah, now these guys are about neck and neck. Yeah. Again, I can't stand this thing. I always hated it. Here is the laughable Hasbro one, who's a full head taller than him now when he's shorter. He's got a better designed head crest, you know, with that piece that's hanging over the top, than he does, just because it's not quite in the way. I like his Neo type style with the wheels kind of wrapping around his shoulders, as opposed to like him where they just sit there. His are at least kind of incorporated into the shoulders, although big issue with him is the big mixer barrel at the back. I hate that thing. The truck mode's atrocious too. He's got the same issue where it's just like they couldn't figure out what to do with it, so they made it split apart into a bunch of little pieces, so you make missile pods that stick on all over him, which I think looks ridiculous. And he, of these three, he's got the best design because it's kind of incorporated into his backpack, and that's how it should be. That's where I mean, I don't understand how this is so hard to do for these two other companies. It makes no sense. And then here he is with the Generation Toy mixer. And yeah, he's definitely got that look of a bruiser. And if you want more, again, you know, I showed this off in the actual review, but if you want more of a G1 aesthetic, you can kind of move the barrel and then rotate this piece here around so it's over his head, and then you can close the barrel back up. And so I think he's got the good Neo look. People are telling me it's IDW. Same difference in my opinion. But he's got that good. He's got what I like about him with the missile barrel being up on top. He does have the giant missile pods sitting over his head, like Mixmaster should. I just like the option of being able to fold it down. But there you go. Of these four, until we get Toy World out and we can actually do the full comparison, these two are my favorite by far. This guy's this guy's just trash. He's trash. Even though his head sculpt looks pretty G1, I'd give it to him for the head sculpt. If you're looking for a really good G1-esque head sculpt, I think his is probably the best, in my mind. But yeah, there you go. There is the Make Toys mixer. Decent figure. He's not perfect, but I think he aged pretty well. So.